Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrew and today I'm checking out some more Star Trek, the original series. So thanks for joining me, give this video a like and let's get into the episode.
Been through a severe ion storm. One crewman is dead.
That's a pretty big hole.
Full report of damages was made to the commanding officer of Starbase 11, Commodore Stone.
I guess someone gets in trouble for this. The episode is called Court Martial.
You say you jettisoned the pod after the red alert?
You have my sworn deposition.
And, Captain, I must presume you have committed willful perjury. This extract from your computer log says you jettisoned the pod before going to red alert.
Okay. He's being court-martialed.
General court-martial is in order.
The computer system must be wrong. It was playing up a bit last episode. But I don't know how much that...
How you doing, Mike?
I'll get by, Jim.
I understand you're laying over for repairs. Big job?
Couple of days.
Be moving out then?
In a hurry to see me go?
Doesn't seem like anybody likes him.
And was a friend of ours.
Come on, Jim, let's
Oh,
go.
go on, finish.
They're all blaming him for that guy's death.
And I'm a friend too, an old one.
All of my old friends look like doctors. All of his look like you.
I relieved him on watch once and found a circuit open to the atomic matter piles that should have been closed. 5 minutes could have blown up the ship. I closed the switch and logged the incident. He drew a reprimand and was sent to the bottom of the promotion list.
And he blamed you for that?
Yes.
You blame him for that? Saving his ass? Saving everybody's ass?
He had been at the academy for an unusually long time as an instructor. The result, he was late in being assigned to a starship. The delay, he felt, looked bad on his record.
He wouldn't have been worried about the promotion if that blew up.
No starship captain has ever stood trial before, and I don't want you to be the first.
But if what you suspect is true, then I'm guilty. I should be...
Someone's got to be the first.
I won't have it smeared.
By what, Commodore Stone?
By an evident perjurer who is either covering up his bad judgment, his cowardice, or something
That's
even
as far
worse.
as you go, sir.
He's already found him guilty.
I know what happened. I know what I did.
It's in the transcript. And computer transcripts don't lie.
He's been believing the computer over him.
I intend to fight.
Then you draw a general court.
Draw it. I demand it. And right now, Commodore Stone, right now.
He's trying to prove he's innocent.
The officers who will comprise my court-martial
Yeah, he's
board
gotta
are
prove it.
proceeding to Starbase 11.
I'll prove it right now.
Things have changed for you, haven't they?
Well, you've heard about that, haven't you?
Everybody's heard. Especially around here.
You still haven't told me how you know so much about what the prosecution's going to do.
She's the prosecutor.
Because, Jim Kirk, my dear old love, I am the prosecution. And I have to do my very best to have you slapped down hard.
Yep, that's a twist.
Computer takes less space.
A computer, huh? I got one of these in my office. Contains all the precedents.
Yeah, I don't think this guy trusts computers. Probably a good thing in this case.
You have to be either an obsessive crackpot who's escaped from his keeper or Samuel T. Cogley, attorney at law.
You're right on both counts.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, he's going to be perfect for this case.
Do you know of any malfunction which has caused an inaccuracy in the Enterprise?
Negative.
That answer is based on your
Has he checked it?
Enterprise computer, ordered by the defendant prior to this trial, is it not?
Affirmative.
Okay, he did check it.
Then how can you dispute the finding of the log?
I do not dispute it. I merely state that it is wrong.
Oh?
That's the same thing.
I am half Vulcanian. Vulcanians do not speculate. I speak from pure logic.
I've never heard it said that way before.
Disciplinary action for failure to close a circuit?
Yes, ma'am.
And who was that officer?
Ensign James T. Kirk.
Now the Captain Kirk who sits in this courtroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
He doesn't really prove that much. He's just doing his job. Reporting a mistake, which could have blew up a ship. I don't know what they expect him to do. Not report it?
You have listened to testimony from 3 witnesses. And in neither instance have you availed yourself of your right to cross-examine.
No need to question him.
Truth is, I've been holding back till we get this preliminary business out of the way. I'd like to call Captain Kirk to the stand.
He just wants to get to the main business. Captain Kirk versus the computer. Gotta figure out why the computer recorded it that way.
Firstly, I'm at a loss to explain the errors in the extract from the computer log. We were in an ion storm.
Yeah, they really need to check that.
The court knows the dangers involved. I was in command. The decisions were mine, no one else's.
Maybe it had something to do with the storm.
I did what my experience and training required me to do. I took the proper steps in the proper order. I did exactly what had to be done, exactly when it should have been done.
You did the right thing, but would you do it again?
You would have to.
In the same circumstances, I would do the same thing without hesitation.
What you were about to see is precisely what took place on the Enterprise Bridge during the ion storm.
I don't know why she didn't start with this.
We need somebody in the pod for reading, Mr. Clark.
Mr. Finney is top of duty roster, Captain. Lieutenant?
So far it's gone the way he said it was.
Captain Kirk is now signaling a yellow alert. Go forward, normal view.
Did he just forget to press the button?
Force 5, sir.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Hanson.
Freeze that.
Well,
The log plainly shows the defendant's finger pressing the jettison button.
seems bad.
Mission signal reads yellow alert, not red alert, but
Why were those buttons so close together? Red alert to jettison. They definitely shouldn't have those buttons next to each other. So easy to press.
But that's not the way it happened.
Someone doctored the footage.
The evidence presented by the visual playback to my general court-martial was damning.
Oh yeah. That was pretty bad.
Computers don't lie.
Are you suggesting that I did?
Well, that's not true.
Suggesting that maybe you did have a lapse. It was possible, you know, with the strain you were under. There's still time to change our plea. I could get you off.
Didn't seem like he had a lapse. He's pretty calm.
I spent my whole life training for decisions just like that one. Is it possible that when the moment came... No.
Yeah, someone's definitely messing with him.
I've run a complete megalite survey on the computer.
I'll tell you what you found. Nothing, right?
Couldn't find anything.
Chess.
You just had an idea?
Make him change his plea.
It's too late for that, Jim. But I'm glad you don't blame me anymore for what happened.
I was just so upset that night.
Why doesn't she blame him?
Ruining Jim won't change what's happened.
Changed her mind
That's
past.
very commendable, Miss Finney, but most unusual. After all, Captain
Yep.
Kirk is accused of causing your father's death.
Definitely unusual.
I have to go and change. You ready?
No. But I may be getting ready.
Looks like he had an idea too.
I programmed it myself for chess some months ago. The best I should have been able to obtain was a draw.
Okay. What does that mean? How does that lead to that footage being shown?
The defense rests.
Okay, I guess he didn't have an idea.
Your Honor, that is ridiculous. We produced the witnesses in court. My learned opponent had the opportunity to see them crossing.
He's talking about the computer.
The most devastating witness against my client is not a human being. It's a machine.
Yep.
How many games of chess did you win from the computer, Mr. Spock?
5 in all.
May that be considered unusual?
Affirmative.
Why?
Still don't know why chess is important.
I gave the machine an understanding of the game equal to my own. The computer cannot make an error. And assuming that I do not either...
Because it's proof that it makes errors? Yes.
And yet I beat the machine 5 times. Someone, either accidentally or deliberately, adjusted the programming and therefore the memory banks of that computer.
Could that have had an effect on the visual playback we saw?
Object.
Is that the only way to find that the footage was changed?
What man aboard ship would it not be beyond?
The captain, myself, and the records officer.
I guess it's the records officer.
Affirmative. Until he was lost. Our records officer was Lieutenant Commander Finney.
Okay.
Will you tell the steps you took to find Mr. Finney after the storm?
I instituted a Phase 1 search.
Describe a Phase 1 search.
It's a painstaking
Did he fake his own death?
to find a man who's presumably injured and unable to respond.
It presupposes, does it not, that a man wishes to be found?
I'm thinking they think that he faked his own death.
Could a man evade such a search?
Possibly.
Look, Kirk just caught up. I'm guessing that's why his daughter changed her mind. Because their father came to her. Oh, yeah. Faked his death. And tried to blame it on Kirk.
I have an errand ashore of vital importance to the purpose of this court, and I will return.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
He's got to go see the daughter.
Every sound occurring on the ship.
All personnel have left the ship as ordered, sir.
Dr. McCoy?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Spark.
Listen out for him.
White sound device to mask out each person's heartbeat so that it will be eliminated from the sounds we are hearing.
Just a microphone.
That accounts for everyone.
Still one left.
Localize that.
Yeah, now I just have to pinpoint him.
Commodore, this is my problem. I would appreciate it if no one left the bridge. Sam Cogley had gone ashore to bring Jamie Finney on board.
I'm surprised that he let him.
I'm glad you're alive.
You mean
Definitely
you're
alive.
relieved because you think your career is saved. But you're wrong.
How's he wrong? He's definitely saved. You're not dead.
Kept me down, robbed me of my own command. I'm a good officer, as good as you.
That's definitely not true.
The great Captain Kirk.
Proof is in his actions.
They told you to do it to me. You all conspired against me. You ruined me.
He's gone a bit crazy. Paranoid.
What about my ship?
It's dead. I've killed it. I tapped out your primary energy circuits.
That's gonna fall into orbit and burn up.
The Enterprise should have been mine. You kept me from it.
Then.
He's lost his mind.
The court has not yet reached a verdict. We will hear this witness out. Very well, sir.
What do you mean? He was charged for killing him and he's not dead. It should be over.
It's not too late. You can be helped. But if you kill all those people...
Why shouldn't I?
You should have worked through this a long time ago. There's so much space on this spaceship. I notice weird things when they're fighting. Well, we won.
Unless the prosecution has an objection, I rule this court to be dismissed.
Absolutely no objection, sir.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if there was. That'd be weird.
How long will it be this time before I see you again?
At the risk of sounding like a mystic, that depends on the stars.
Hopefully the next one doesn't go the same way.
Do you think it would cause a complete breakdown of discipline if a lowly lieutenant kissed a starship captain on the bridge of his ship?
Let's try. She's a very good lawyer.
Obviously. Indeed she is.
Alright guys, there we have it, another episode down. I got surprised in that one. I didn't see him faking his own death coming. I never doubted that Kirk didn't do it. There's obviously something wrong with the computer system. Someone had to have messed with it. I'm surprised that Spock couldn't find out how. And I should definitely have better spots for those buttons. The jettison button was right next to the red alert button. Very easy to press. Without any safety measures. Anybody could just press it. I mean, you could just slip and press it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me for this episode. Thanks so very much for watching. If you made this far in the video, give it a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you next one. Bye.